Hey guys, what's going on? Max Forte to bring you guys another review today. Today we're going to be talking about the newest release from the house of Versace, and it's Dylan Blue. Stay right there, it's coming up right now. So the latest release from the house of Versace, it's one that's very pleasant and actually performs quite well. Let's look at the presentation. So let's tackle the presentation of Versace Pour Homme Dylan Blue. The case is actually pretty cool. It's got these little appointments on the side here in golden. It's a indigo or cobalt dark blue. It's got Versace Pour Homme right up front here. Dylan Blue. This is an eau de toilette concentration, 100 ml, 3.4. You have your batch code and your barcode here at the bottom of the box. In the back, you have some more information about the company and the concentration and the reference number. The actual bottle is, again, this amazing, beautiful cobalt blue with the gold, almost like a rose gold appointment. Again, you have your batch code here, similar to the box at the bottom, and a sticker. Nothing in the back. Let's look at the sprayer. Again, these distributions are actually pretty nice. Very nice, almost like a half-step spray. Nothing too crazy, but a really nice distribution. And Dylan Blue comes in two main sizes, although you can find this in the 30 and 200 ml, but the most common sizes are 50 ml for $65 retail, or the 100 ml like this one for $86 retail. Although I would advise you against buying this retail if you can help it. This is actually readily available by now in almost all your discounters out there. So if you trust a certain discount site, go through that site and get yourselves a bottle of Dylan Blue, which again, it'll smell fantastic and is one of the very good releases from last year. The bottle looks very similar to the Pour Homme and the Oud edition, but again, the color scheme here is the dark blue and the gold, or the rose gold. Really nice looking bottle. So this has been the presentation of Dylan Blue from Versace. So this fragrance here, as you saw from the presentation, was released last year around July, so almost a year ago. And I don't know the actual perfumer, so if you guys know who the perfumer is for this fragrance, please comment down below and share it with us. All right, let's go into settings, occasions, best ages, and whether to wear this fragrance. So this fragrance here is extremely pleasant. It's got components that work perfectly as an all year round and signature scent, although I think it's more in the casual realm of things, just like while I'm dressing today. More casual, more relaxed, I think, settings. You could dress it up if you wish to, but I definitely think it's more conducive or more casual and easier to wear, something that you don't have to think about too much. Just grab, spray, and go. I mean, it smells fantastic. Really, really pleasant fragrance. Again, one that you don't have to worry about too much. Just grab it, spray, and go, and you know you're gonna get some positive remarks. As mentioned before, this has a lot of components that work greatly as a signature scent. I think this is probably not the best for the really, really cold weather. You know, as far as the way it's composed and put together, the structure of the scent, it's probably better off for spring, summer, and fall until late fall, where I think it begins to not really performing that great because it's not a really strong scent, but it does have incense and patchouli, which we'll get to in a second. As you saw from the notes that appear next to me, it is a fragrance that works greatly all year round, especially if you work in a controlled environment, inside an office wear, or you know, for school. Great for high school and college students, which gets to the age group. I think it's perfect for a high school or a college student who wants one scent for the year and doesn't want to spend too much money. When I tell you guys what this smells like, which I'll tell you right now, especially when you think about the options, this smells like, you know, Acqua di Gio Profumo. It's in the same realm of those blue, quote-unquote, fragrances like Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, you know, and the new, it's even in the same realm as that new Prada Carbon that was just released. So if you want one of those fragrances, but you want an alternative that's more cost effectively, and you're only going to have one scent to wear for the year, if you're in high school or college, this would be the perfect one. It would fit the bill perfectly for those settings. Just like the fragrances I mentioned before, like Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, this fragrance has that aura that will make you smell amazing. You know you're gonna smell good. The people around you are gonna appreciate the way you smell. So it's really a no-brainer, this fragrance, especially if you can get it at a discount, which, as you saw from the presentation, you can. Even though I think a lady could pull this off, this is definitely more masculine. So, you know, nowadays a lot of things tend to be more gender-free. I think this one here is definitely in the more masculine tip of the scale, for sure. All right, let's talk about performance. This actually was pleasantly surprising of how good this performed. I didn't think I was going to get really good performance out of this fragrance. I got 1 to 1.5 hour projection, which was really, really good for the first hour and a half. It was really, really nice, and then it started to sit close to the skin, and I only did about 4 sprays, so actually pretty good. As far as longevity, I got 6 to 8 hours. When I sprayed my clothes, I was getting 8 hours in the office. If I just spray my skin, I was getting about 5 to 6 hours, which is really not bad. And as far as the sillage, it was quite moderate to good, which all in all, I think a very good solid performance from this fragrance. This was definitely a try for me, especially if you're a fan of Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, those kind of fragrances, even the new Prada Carbon. This is definitely a try for you. Give it a shot. You may like it more than the other ones. They share a lot of similar notes, and even with the Ambrox in here, the fruity note, they share that kind of a vibe, but some people like one over the other. I really enjoy this one. I think for the price point, especially if you can get a discount, you can't go wrong with this fragrance. It's one of those feel good, smell great type fragrances. I really enjoy what they did here, bringing that aquatic genre, but modernizing it with the incense and the patchouli. It was really sort of what Acqua di Gio with Armani, you know, what they did with Acqua di Gio Profumo, but then it'll have nuances that are very similar to Dior Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel. So it's like a fusion of those three fragrances, and it's quite pleasant. Like I said, you have the fruity nuance, you have the Ambrox in here. All in all, it's a great signature scent, and if you're not gonna have a ton of fragrances to wear throughout the year, this is definitely one to consider. So 3 words to summarize the scent. It's a very neat scent, it's a very youthful and extremely pleasant scent. Those are the 3 words that I would summarize Dylan Blue from the House of Versace. So that's all I have for you today on the House of Versace and the newest fragrance, Dylan Blue. Comment down below, have you tried this fragrance? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Share your comments below, I'd love to read them. Click on the little bell up above so you will never miss any content that I post here on this channel. And if you'd please, click on the like button if you like this video, and also subscribe to this channel if you love fragrance like myself. In the meantime, you know what to do. Keep on spraying, share the passion, and stay fragrant. I will talk to you in the next one. Ciao.